For more on this, we're joined by Diana Furchtgott-Roth, Director of Heritage Foundation Center for Energy, Climate, and Environment. She also served as the chief economist for the Labor Department during the George W. Bush administration. Diana, it's good to have you this morning.
Great to be with you.
We have a lot of ground to cover. I also want to talk about your piece that is being published today. But if you could just start us off by, putting the magnitude of Friday's news, this strike, into perspective for us. Union members began striking at the stroke of midnight on Friday. Why should Americans care about this?
Well, Americans should care about this because we all care about working people, because there are people who need to buy cars. They need to buy used cars. This is going to be slowed down. But the Democratic Party has a major problem. They're singing the blues because of the Greens. There's a major schism between the blue-collar workers and the green environmentalists, who were the main parts of President Biden's coalition. He has split this coalition by mandating that 60% of new cars sold in 2030 be electric. That means 400,000 fewer jobs for these UAW workers who are now on strike. So it's no wonder that they are furious. Yeah. Plus, inflation has been clicking up for the past 2 months. So it's quite natural that they need more money in their paychecks. Yeah. President Biden's responsible for the inflation. President Biden's responsible for the mandate that Americans drive all these EVs that they don't really want to drive.
I know that his stance on this is that internal combustion vehicles, end the sale of them, that we end the sale of them by 2035. I know UAW President Shawn Fain has refused to endorse President Biden for another term because of it. Let's talk about some of the demands here. Some of the UAW's demands are raising eyebrows across the country, even among those sympathetic to the union's cause. A 40% raise in pay to cut back to a 4-day work week for starters. Diana, how realistic are some of these proposals from the auto workers?
I mean, these are big proposals. This is like buying 5 days of groceries and only having it last for 4. They want a major increase, 40%. You can understand it because UPS, American Airlines, they've been having increases around that amount also. This is adding to inflationary pressures. So it's very difficult for them. It's very difficult for people who want to buy cars.
Do you expect this team that the White House is sending to Detroit is going to have much luck in bringing auto workers and the UAW closer to an agreement to end the strike?
Well, no one knows what's going to happen. Shawn Fain is a very powerful president. He has taken a strong stand against electric vehicles. Americans don't want to buy these vehicles. The best-selling car is the F-150 pickup truck, and being forced into these EVs means not only fewer jobs for the auto workers, fewer jobs for mechanics, fewer jobs for parts suppliers. This is cataclysmic. This is an existential threat to a whole lot of workers, including the UAW. So it's quite natural that Shawn Fain is up in arms about it. And I see that he's standing up for my right to buy a Jeep when I want to buy it. I drive a 2006 Jeep. I love my Jeep. I don't want to be put into an EV.
Yeah. I know another demand. The union says that auto workers' pay should grow at the same rate their CEOs' paychecks have in recent year. And Morgan Stanley thinks that at least some, if not all, the auto workers can actually afford that.
I don't think that that's
disagree?
right. The demand for auto workers is completely different from the demand for CEOs. Those two paychecks should not be linked at all. But President Biden should be rolling back his EV mandate. He should be focusing on reducing inflation, which is at the core of all these big pay increase requests. And he doesn't have to have the big spending that he has had over the past 3 years, which has been driving up inflation more than the Fed can reduce.
Well, we will stay on top of this strike every day till it comes to an end. Diana Furchtgott-Roth, thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.